Welcome back to the Line Change. In today's video, we're going to be going over and asking the question, should the Vancouver Canucks target Nikolaj Ehlers this offseason? So yeah, we're going to cover this player in particular, currently playing for the Winnipeg Jets. He's a winger, and apparently Ehlers has made it known to the Jets that he wants a change of scenery. He isn't interested in re-signing with the Jets as of right now. So we're going to break that all down here on this channel. We're going to go over some stats for Ehlers, as I do think personally that the Canucks should at least look at him. And of course, whether or not the Canucks target him has a lot to do with whether or not they re-sign Boeser. So if they end up losing Boeser to free agency, if you want to find a replacement for him, Ehlers is that guy. So let's go ahead and jump into some stats. Nikolaj Ehlers, born February 14th, 1996. So he's a Valentine's Day baby. He's 29 years old, so he's about a year older than Boeser. He was born in Denmark. He's a left winger, 6 foot and 72 pounds. He's a left-handed shot. He right now has a cap hit of $6 million. He was drafted in the first round, 9th overall in the 2014 draft by the Winnipeg Jets. And moving down to his stats, so far this season, he has 22 goals, 37 assists, 59 points in 61 games. He is projected to finish with 26 goals, 44 assists, 70 points in 73 games. So far this season, he's played very well. Last season, he finished with 61 points, 25 goals, 36 assists in 82 games. The year before that, he finished with 38 points, 12 goals, 26 assists in 45 games, 38 points. Looking at his stats, his second season with the Jets, all the way back in 2016-2017, he finished with 64 points, 25 goals, 39 assists in 82 games. So he's roughly around the 60-point mark. He's got a few 37-point seasons, 58, 46, 55, another 38, and then 61 last season. And he's on pace to hit 70, which would be a first for him. So he's having a career year, which is, expected in a contract year. But it's interesting to hear that he's made it known that he wants to change the scenery. Maybe he feels as though he can do more on another team. And there's just so much talent around him on that Jets team that he's kind of like clumped into the middle, and he wants a little bit more room to grow, perhaps. So those are his stats. Let's look at his contract and his AA. As we mentioned, his cap hit is $6 million. He is in year 7 of a 7-year deal that he signed in 2018-2019, the Jets. He is a pending UFA. And as we mentioned, he wants a change of scenery. He's not interested in re-signing with the Jets. So his contract that he signed with the cap hit of $6 million, the value is $42 million. Looking at the AFP analytics, they project his next contract to be 6 years, 7/5. So obviously, we all know Brock Boeser is looking for something in the 7/9 range. Ehlers would definitely be slightly cheaper. I know the Canucks only went as far as 5 years for Boeser. I really do think they could go 6/7/5 with Ehlers if you were to lose Boeser, as he would be slightly cheaper. Yes, he's a year older, but I would say Ehlers has a lot more upside than Boeser. He's proven that he's a I don't know, mid 50 to 60 point range. Besser has only hit that mark, once, which was last season. Yes, Besser has more goals than Ehlers, and Ehlers is more of a playmaker, I would say. But just looking at his stats for his assists on the season, seems like he always has more assists than goals. So, I mean, his highest goal total for him, let's just quickly look. It looks like is 29 was the highest, and that was in 2017, 2018. He finished with 29 goals, and then in 2021, 2022, he finished with 28, and he played only 62 games in that season. So it seems like just under 30 goals is his ceiling. Perhaps if he went to another team, he would be able to push past that ceiling. Perhaps he would score more. We don't know. But I just think he's an interesting player for the Canucks to target and possibly try and sign in the offseason, especially if they lose Brock Besser. He's one name that could easily replace Besser. Obviously, there's concern with his age due to him being 29 and then him wanting a 6-year deal, as that would put him into his mid-30s by the time the contract ends. But I guess it would also depend on whether or not there'd be any clauses in the contract for this current contract. Don't see... So for the final 3 years of Ehlers' contract, this current contract, he had a modified no-trade clause, 10-team, no-trade list for the final 3 years. So perhaps something like that he'd be willing to sign if the Canucks were able to get at least 3 years out of him before any clauses. That would work, especially if the contract ends up not aging very well. And although the cap is going up, so perhaps it won't. But I just thought this was an interesting player to look at when it comes to a winger. I know the Canucks have made it known that their priority is the center position, getting that second line center in the offseason. You could also possibly get another winger. I would like to see, possibly Ehlers playing on a line with Elias Pettersson. I think they could really mesh, although both are technically, I would say, playmakers. But you could also slot Ehlers in on your second line as well, as we also don't know if the Canucks might lose Suter, as he is also a UFA. And then I'm not entirely sure. Let me know in the comment section down below, as I haven't really kept too much tabs on Ehlers as a player, just by going by what I'm seeing here on Puckpedia and Elite Prospects. Is he capable of playing center? I'm not entirely sure. So there's that. He's mainly a winger, as we mentioned. But I do think it's really interesting to target a player like this, who's a playmaker, can move the puck up ice. He's got some speed to his game, at least from what I believe. And yeah, I really like the idea of signing Ehlers. I think he'd be a good fit for this team. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys like the idea of Nikolaj Ehlers signing with the Canucks in the offseason? If he does, in fact, decide not to re-sign with the Jets, wanting a change of scenery. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the Line Change, go ahead and join the now 60 subscribers that are already subscribed to the Line Change. Once again, thank you very much for subscribing. You really help out this channel a whole lot. If you want to reach out to us on social media, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the social media links are in the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.